Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Hope everybody is doing well. Today we're going to be going over the Walther PDP, and we're going to be going over the one modification that I did to this gun. And the main reason I did this modification is because I was really struggling to find slide lock when I was firing this gun at the range. For those of you who don't know what slide lock is, that just simply means on the last round, this gun locks back into place like that. I wasn't getting that for some reason, and I had to kind of dissect what was going on with the gun. Now, if you look at a PDP, they have their slide lock, slide release lever on the outside of the gun. They do not have it on the inside like most companies do. It looks different. I will give it that. I do like the look of it, okay? But looks and functionality are two totally different things, okay? What I was having problems with, that big lever on the outside, I was actually pressing, my support hand was actually pressing down directly on top of that slide lock. And what that was doing is on my last round, the gun would just cycle back into battery even though the gun was empty. So what I ended up doing, I looked on the internet and some forums, and some people were talking about doing this, but no company made a part. Walther wasn't doing this to their own slide lock, slide release levers, which was unfortunate. But what I ended up doing is taking the slide lock lever off, and I cut it myself. I cut it down to the size that Walther should have cut it down to. I was a little nervous about doing it, but I did it. I'm going to show you guys the process here in a second of what exactly I did. If you actually look at the slide lock lever, I'll do some B-roll so you can see it up close. For some reason, Walther went beyond the point of where the slide lock needs to stop. So they have like a little bit extra material past the slide lock lever spot. And what that was doing is that was causing me to pinch the slide lock so it wouldn't lock back. So what I decided to do was cut just the excess material off and grind it down, grind it smooth so it wouldn't scrape up my finger. And I was gonna see, I took it to the range already, I was going to see if that helped me with my slide lock issues. So we're gonna go to the range right now. I'm just gonna take you there, and I'm gonna show you exactly how and if that worked. And then we'll talk about how exactly I did that. If you couldn't tell, the news is good. I was able to achieve slide lock on every single magazine because I cut down that slide release lever. Super excited. That just brought this gun up to a whole new level to me in terms of concealed carry. So we're gonna go over what exactly I did. YouTube's kind of stingy on my step-to-step process on exactly how I did things. So I'm just going to show some B-roll of what exactly I did. The one thing I didn't show B-roll on was taking the slide lever off. It's just very simple. You're going to take a punch. You're going to look at your PDP. One side's going to have a little star on it. One side's going to have no star on it. You are just going to put a punch on top of the star side, and you're just going to hammer that pin all the way through to the other side, and it will come off. Actually, the slide release lever will come off in two pieces. One side, the right side will be just the piece by itself, and then the left side will have the pin all the way through connected to the release lever. Okay. After that, what I did is I put that in a vise so it's nice and stable. I took an angle grinder You do not have to be proficient with tools in order to do this, guys. I'm not a blacksmith by any means, but I was able to do it just fine. I love my tools. I don't really use those kind of tools very often, but I was able to pull this off, no problem. Please, if you're going to do this, wear safety glasses when you're doing this, but take your time, slowly grind the excess piece of the excess material off of there. Just do a straight line all the way down. I started on one end and I just slowly made my way across to the other side. It doesn't have to be perfect, just try to keep it as straight a line as possible. Second thing you're going to do is you're actually going to take a table grinder this time, and you're going to grind the top part of it to kind of make it smooth out. I'll show you the finished product on mine, what exactly it looks like. And the reason you want to smooth out the top part is when you swipe your thumb down, you do not want to cut up your finger. Okay, so you don't want any sharp edges. So what you're really trying to do is you're trying to take those sharp edges off of the slide lock slide release. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'll show you mine. I kind of like ground the top part and not so much the bottom part, because the bottom part didn't really matter as much. But once again, take your time on this. This is your creation. Okay, do what you want with it. Now, when you're doing this, make sure you have a plan first before you dive into this. Like, know exactly what you want your lever to look like when it is finished, and then try to get there. When you do that, okay, don't touch it because it's probably gonna be freaking hot. Okay, then you can just slide your slide release lever back in. There's a little spring that comes down when it comes out. You got to make sure that the tab on the inside is, the spring is on top of that tab when you put it back in, because that's where all the tension comes from. Okay, and when you get it through to the other side, it's not going to just slide all the way back in like a Glock would. You actually, what I had to do is I put one side down on a table and I had to hammer the other side in, and it eventually all came together nice and easy. I've noticed even with my big extra large hands, I was not having any trouble getting slide lock the entire time, which was excellent. I was a little worried with my extra large hands that we were going to have problems still with slide lock, and I did not have a single one of them. I tried a bunch of different kinds of grips to see if I could still pinch the thing down, and I could not, which was awesome. Guys, this is quickly turning into my new favorite EDC. I am going to do a 2024 EDC video coming up here soon, and you'll see what gun I have been carrying for most of 2024. This one actually has a good shot at making my EDC gun, because after doing this one modification, this gun turned into my top tier gun that I own. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions on this, just hit me down in the comments. I'll try to help you the best I can. Obviously, I'm not doing it, you're doing it. So, like I said, take your time when you're doing this. I guarantee you the end result is going to be awesome and you're going to love it. Remember to train hard, get strong, be a protector. If no one said they love you today, I love you guys. God bless you all.